Well, many children are glued to their phones, exposing themselves to increased dangers when they come across the internet. From disturbing and harmful content to being groomed by online predators, the dangers online are just unavoidable. So how can we keep our kids safe, or try to keep them safe? Rachelle Bess may have the answers. She's the founder and CEO of an app called FyiPlaysafe. Let's talk to her now via Zoom. Rachelle, thanks so much for joining us. My child just received a phone, and I'm very careful about, I feel I need to be careful about invading his privacy and also finding out what's going on and what he's up to. How do we make that balance?
That's such an important question, and thank you for having me to talk about this. When I wanted to give my child a phone, I realized that there's such a fine balance between protecting their privacy and knowing what goes on in their online digital lives. So we created FyiPlaysafe, which is all about protecting them online, but respecting their privacy. So what FyiPlaysafe does is it monitors the actual content of your child's interactions and what he searches for and whether he's in an in-game chat. And then if it detects an alert such as cyberbullying, depression, self-harm, when they're talking to online strangers, or any sexual or adult content, it then alerts the parent that they can intervene.
That's amazing. How does that actually work?
So how that works practically, and excuse for all the technical detail, but it looks at the screen of your child's device and it captures everything that happens on the screen. So whether he's in an in-game chat, or whether he's using WhatsApp or WeChat or any technologies like that, it captures the text that's on the child's phone and then sends it through algorithms that detect any of this like dangerous situations.
Is it mirroring? Is my phone or the app a mirror of what's on his phone?
The great news is no, it's not. We didn't want to develop spyware, so it's absolutely not the case. So if you're running this app, you will not see what is on your child's device all the time. It rather sends you an alert when there is something to worry about. So if we do get such a triggering event, we will then send you, and you'll be able to see the screenshot of what was on your child's device at the time. But if there's no alert, then no, you will not have access to everything.
This is brilliant, and just what I've been looking for, actually. How do we just download the app? How much does it cost? And how easy is it to use the app once you're on it?
So it's extremely easy to set up and use. It literally takes less than 10 minutes to set up. It is available for download on our website, so it's www.fyiplaysafe.com. You register an account with your name and email address. You download the apps, and then you can choose between whether you want a family type package, and that's $7.99 per month, or if you only have one child or want to monitor a single device, that is $5.99 per month.
How do kids stumble on pornographic material or material that is potentially harmful to them? And how can we prevent that from happening?
So it's such an important question. And the problem is, technology changes every day. So we see new apps being launched every single day. We also see our children getting smarter, right? So they're tweens, they're teenagers, and they want to get around some of the parental controls that we install. So what we've seen is, for example, parents would block apps like TikTok because there's a lot of inappropriate content that children can get access to on something like TikTok. But if your child receives just a link on a text message, he can still access TikTok via the web. So fortunately, we've built in some mechanisms to detect some of these loopholes, and then alert the parent. If a child is, for example, got around some of the parental controls and are engaging in some of these websites that we regard as dangerous, then we'll also send an alert regardless of the actual content of the conversation or of what the child engaged with.
Rachelle, I can understand how the algorithm would pick up potentially, pop-ups and harmful sort of material, but how does it actually pick up bullying, for instance?
So when we started off with developing the app, we did research, and we've got huge data sets that we use. So that as a basis, we have phrases, words, those sorts of things that it could pick up. But we also use natural language processing and machine learning, which means that it continuously updates to pick up the newest terminology, the newest, for example, names of drugs, the newest teenage slang. So we're using our own machines, but we also have partnered with people who actually specialize in things like cyberbullying, that we're also using some of their data sets that we've built into FyiPlaysafe.
All right, brilliant idea. Thank you so much. That was Rachelle Best, FyiPlaysafe founder and CEO.